The gentleman from Oregon is recognized.
I thank the ranking member and gentlelady from Nevada and the Committee of Jurisdiction on this issue. During the markup of the National Flood Insurance Program, a number of us suggested that perhaps there's a way to help this bankrupt program save substantial funds. Right now, the program is $20 billion in debt, and we have a temporary extension from the March omnibus that expires in July. And this, the issue is that 2% of the properties in America have accounted for 24% of the spending by the National Flood Insurance Program. More than 30,000 of them have flooded 5 times each and been rebuilt by the bankrupt flood insurance program. And some have flooded over 30 times. This is insanity, that we would keep rebuilding in these flood-prone areas, rebuilding, and piling up debt and raising the insurance premiums for everybody else on the program who presents way less risk. So we decided that a way to go would be to provide a significant incentive to these people. And the incentive would be that they would have an agreed-upon contract with FEMA to purchase their property at pre-flood market value, and they would also get a discount on their federal flood insurance. So they get the discount on the insurance, and they've entered into an agreement to sell the property to FEMA at the full market price. FEMA would remove the structures, and it would be turned into open space that would continue to flood repeatedly, but we wouldn't have to pay anything to rebuild it. We proposed that. The House Republicans said, oh, they thought it would be too expensive. We don't know if it would be too expensive. 2%, 24% of the costs? I don't think it's going to be more expensive. I think it's going to save a heck of a lot of money. So, this bill would have the GAO, the Government Accountability Office, study this proposal and set up a pilot program to see if indeed what we think would facilitate cost savings and avoid the repeated rebuilding of flood-prone structures and have willing takers on the other side. The other real incentive is that if someone has finally gotten tired of it the 5th time their house got flooded and they want out, that process now takes 2 to 5 years and involves a whole lot of negotiations over value, pre-flood value, and all that. So we're saying here, you get an agreed-upon pre-flood value, you get a discount on your flood insurance, and you just walk away. FEMA will take care of the rest, removal of the rubble, and turning that into open space. So I think this would be one thing we need to do to help the federal flood insurance program, which is critical. 34,000 people in my state have it. I have had federal flood insurance. I don't have it anymore. But this is a critical program for many, many people who are only very, very occasionally going to be flooded, but they can't get a mortgage unless they have the flood insurance. So I recommend this bill strongly to my colleagues, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you.
Yes, I would reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves, and the gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I wish to yield 3 minutes to the gentleman.